Hi everyone, welcome to my kitchen where everything is scratch made and home preserved. I'm Jenny, and today we are going to use up some of that ricotta cheese we made homemade a few days back, and I am going to make an Italian almond ricotta cake. It is so good, you're going to love this one. So pull a chair up to my counter and let's get started. The upcoming video is pretty dark. I'm really sorry about it. I am working on it. It is not the lighting, it is the camera. So please do not leave me any comments about the lighting in the video. I will put the recipe link in the description box below so that you can follow the full recipe. Okay, I'm hoping my camera was on. I can't tell, and in here I have beat 15 ounces of my homemade ricotta cheese with 3/4 of a cup of room temp butter and a cup and a half of granulated sugar. I am now going to use, this is almond paste. I'm going to cut this in half, and I'm going to use half of this almond paste. I'm going to cut it into little tiny squares. You can also turn this into lemon or orange cake, or even grapefruit is good. I've done grapefruit before too. It's really kind of versatile. It's kind of like cheesecake with cream cheese. It's just super versatile. You could do any flavor you like. I love almond anything. Oh my gosh. So I tend to always do almond. You could use one whole lemon and juice it and zest it in. You could do the same thing with an orange or a grapefruit, blood orange. I actually do have a separate recipe for a blood orange cheesecake that I should do. I haven't made it in a long time. I used to make it for parties every spring. You know, back in the day when we used to have Pampered Chef parties live, you know, like in person and Tupperware and stuff like that. Okay, so here's my almond paste going in. I'm going to beat that almond paste. I'm also going to add a half a teaspoon of almond extract and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Okay, here's my teaspoon of vanilla. That beat in, and then I'm going to put in my flour. Okay, I'm going to add in 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. And a half teaspoon of baking soda. So we'll mix that together and then put some almonds in. You could probably make this without white flour, maybe use almond flour instead, or a mixture of almond flour and white flour. Okay, I don't want to overmix it, so I'm going to turn that off, and I'm going to put in almonds, and I'll probably save some almonds for the top. Half a cup of almonds inside. I'm just using the sliced almonds, but I was looking for the slivered almonds in my freezer. I couldn't find them. I'd rather use those. Okay. Make sure your oven is preheated to 350. Also, make sure you grease your springform pan with butter and powdered sugar and a parchment round in the bottom. That is some good batter. Oh. So I've got my springform here. I've got a parchment piece in the bottom. And I have brushed butter on the entire thing, and I'm going to put some powdered sugar in it and flour it with powdered sugar. This trick also works with unsweetened cocoa when you're making chocolate cake. Instead of flouring it with flour, use cocoa. Okay, and then we want to take our batter and put it into our pan here. Gosh, I feel terrible that it's so dark and you can't see. I just Can't do anything about it. Bear with me, at least I will have the recipe up for you to follow. Okay, I'm just going to spread the batter around evenly. My mom is going to love this. This would be perfect for Mother's Day. I'm going to take another 1/4 cup of sliced almonds and sprinkle them over the top. Okay, into a preheated 350-degree oven this goes. I've set my timer for 45 minutes. I'll check it then. It'll take anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour. Okay, I have just taken the collar off of this. Here is our almond ricotta cake. Okay, here is our cake. It is gorgeous. We are cutting into it and we're going to do taste tests. Here I was trying to record a taste test for you, but it did not record. My camera quit recording after a little bit, so it didn't record that part. So I am so sorry. I wish you could have heard the taste test. This cake is fabulous. Okay, that's all there is to making the cake. It's a pretty easy cake, but it is so good. There's several different change-ups you can make for this cake. You can use citrus if you would like to use lemon. You could use orange. You could use grapefruit. You could use different nuts in here. You could do pistachio. You could do hazelnut. So many different things. If you want to keep it gluten-free, you can use gluten-free powder and almond flour. If you're doing keto, I don't do a lot of keto, but I know you can use almond flour. Anyway, it's a super versatile cake. So many different options with this thing. I hope you give it a try. If you enjoyed the video, and I hope you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet and you like videos like these, please consider subscribing. You can find me on Instagram at Jeni Gough 18. I'm also on Facebook, and you can visit my blog at jenigough.com for all my recipes, including this one. I will leave the recipe link in the description box below for you. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.